Hi everybody, welcome once again to Nota Hot. Today we're going to talk about Michael Bloomberg, money. He is the money man. Okay, and so far he has spent $300 million on the election. Mr. Bloomberg, a trillionaire. The Golden Rule, you know what is the Golden Rule? People who has the goal make the rules. And apparently this trillionaire is buying his election, spending $300 million so far. And I think he's gonna double up and spend $600 million. In California, he spent 36 million, Texas 30 million, Florida 27 million, New York 15 million, and he has broken the Guinness record on spending money for the election. On the other side, Bernie Sanders, he's not spending that much, and it's not his money. All the money that he's spending is from donations. Blue collar, Amazon workers or Amazon slaves, call it what you will. You know, it's crazy. In the last video, I was talking to you about how in January, the 225,000 jobs were created. Just go back to my videos, you check that out. But I have different information here. Global financial system have predators, angles. Many of these predators and angles are the captains of the so-called industry, which is no longer reality. True, we only have financialized rackets. Okay. Meanwhile, this is what we got. US loses 4 million jobs to China since WTO entry. And NakedCapitalism.com says, a new release study by the Economic Policy Institute researches a devastating but not surprising inclusion. Globalization has screwed American workers. No, yeah. EPI estimate that Americans sacrificed 3.7 million jobs as a result of US-China trade deficit since China joined the WTO in 2001, with 3/4 of the losses taking place in manufacturing positions. They also pointed out that job losses to China have increased since the Trump took office. I'm not very good in math, but in January, 225,000 jobs created versus 3.7 million loss of jobs. Keep on going with this information. The growth of the US trade deficit with China between 2001 and 2018 is 2020 now, who knows the numbers, was responsible for the loss of 3.7 million US jobs, including 1.7 million job loss since 2008, the fourth full year of the greatest recession, which technically began at the end of 2007. 3/4, 75.4% of the job loss between 2001 and 2018 were manufacturing jobs. 2.8 million manufacturing jobs lost due to the growth in the trade deficit with China. And then you wonder why Kentucky people are depressed and they have no jobs, including the Rust Belt. In South Carolina, they used to be really good furniture makers. Now the people got to go to Walmart and buy the furniture, or even worse, IKEA. We are going to keep on going on this financial world trade. World trade advanced technology products, often discussed as a sort of a competitive advantage for the United States, is instead dominated by China. This board categorize the high-end technology products includes the more advanced elements of the computer electronic parts industry, as well as other sectors such as biotechnology, which with life science, aerospace, and nuclear technology. In 2018, the United States had 134.6 billion trade deficit in advanced technology products with China, and this deficit was responsible for 32.1% of the total US China goods trade deficit that year. In contrast, the United States had a 6.5 billion trade surplus in advanced technology products with the rest of the world in 2018. The US balanced trade in advanced technology products declined by 132.7 billion between 2001 and 2018. Woo! Well, it declined. The United States declined. Product declined by 132.7 billion between 2001 and 2008. And then you wonder why China has 5G and the United States don't. And then you wonder why China has all this technology, because we are not spending, folks. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, switching to another topic. We're gonna keep you pounding this in your head. Apologize. We're gonna talk about this that I guess you heard this before somewhere else. Teachers stay home as Toronto schools struggle to quell coronavirus fears. That's what happens when you don't teach a generation to question their beliefs and just accept it as it is, you know? Okay? Fear and confusion over the coronavirus have caused chaos at a Toronto private school made up entirely of Chinese international students, with teachers refusing to show up in class and some students being sent to the local hospital. Oof, nothing wrong with that, but this is wrong. There is no evidence of anyone at school having contracted the virus. And 5 students sent to Scarborough Health Network Bridgemont Hospital on Friday had been cleared. These teachers, they don't want to go because they got fear, because they got phobias, you know, a lot of phobias: Muslim phobia, Mexican phobia, Chinese phobias. Before it used to be Japanese phobia, and all kinds of phobias. And the problem is that the school system do not set students to question reality. It's only a fear, does not mean that is truth. Well, right here, talking about medication, this tweet over here: many Ohio communities are becoming pharmacy deserts thanks to CVS, which is buying and closing local pharmacies and manipulating Medicaid to lower reimbursement rates below cost for indie pharmacies. That's what happens when big corporations get too big. They buy out the little ones and then don't care about it. And this is how much they care about. Even though they have medication, it's not medication that is going to cure you. It's just treatment. Treatment is not cure. So you got to keep injecting the methadone and all medication so people keep buying. So pharmacies keep on selling. Business as usual. Is curing people a suitable system? Question mark. It's a predatory system. from the opium manufacturers. Right here, is curing patients a suitable business model? Business model, curing patient. They use you because you're sick and you need meds. Analytics as in an April 10 report entitled The Genome Revolution, messing up with your genomes, the potential to deliver one-shot cures is one of the most attractive aspects of the gene therapy. Genetically engineered cell therapy and gene editing. However, such treatments offer a very different outlook with regard to the recurring revenue versus chronic therapies. Recurring revenue versus chronic therapy. Analytics Steven Richard wrote in the note to clients on Tuesday. While this position carries tremendous value for patients and society, tremendous values, it could represent a challenge for genome medicine. It could represent a challenge for genome medicine developers looking for suitable cash flow. Suitable cash flow, meaning that they are not going to give you medication and they have the power to edit the gene so you can be cured, but it's not suitable for a